do it so it's actually centered on you. Yeah.
Hey guys, welcome back to Harpo Games and Tech. This week we're going to be setting up your new PlayStation VR. Yes. So I'm going to be following this book here, but this is for maybe some of you that have bought it secondhand or just would rather watch a video and see how it's set up that way. So, the first thing you want to do is remove the HDMI cable from the back of your PlayStation. So what you want to do, you want to place your HDMI cord in the back left port, the far left HDMI port. So the next thing you want to do is get your PlayStation camera, and you want to plug the cord into the auxiliary point in the back of your PlayStation 4 or the AUX point. You'll see it says it below. Okay, so then next you want to get your HDMI cord that comes with the VR kit. It will be labeled number 1. Even though this is like number 4 step, it's still labeled number 1. Okay, and then you want to plug it into the remaining HDMI point on the back of your system, or the right hand side. Once you've plugged your HDMI into your processing unit, you need to put the other end into the back of your PlayStation 4 because you've just unplugged your PlayStation 4 from the TV, and this will allow it to transfer through the system. Okay, next you want to get your number 2 cord. If yours doesn't have a number 2 on it, it's the one with the tiny little connector. Okay, so you want to take this cord with the tiny little end that I just showed you, if it doesn't have the number on it, or your number 2 cord, and you want to put the little end in the back of your processor unit. The other point goes into a USB point in the front of your PlayStation 4. Okay, so next you want to take your power cord and plug it into your, I'm going to call it a power box. And then you want to plug the round end into the back of your processing unit. Obviously the other end goes into the wall, which we'll do in a minute. Okay, so next you want to take your number 4 cord, or the cord that has 2 connectors on one end and a big box with 2 connectors on the other end, and you want to plug it in the front of your processing unit. This would be why this should slide back like this so you can get it in. So make sure you check the ends. So the white one obviously goes into the white hole and the black one goes into the black hole. That's just racist. Okay, so there's only a couple more steps. This is the exciting step. So you'll have everything plugged in now, and everything will be nearly ready to go. So next you actually want to get your VR headset. You want to get the end of this cord that you just plugged in. First you want to untangle it. Usually a good idea not to break things. Okay, and once again, white into white, black into black. Or the other way to recognize it is that you actually just match up the symbols, the PlayStation symbols, which I only just noticed. Okay, and then you want to get your little supplied headphones that they gave you, and you just plug it into the side of the cord that's connected to the VR headset, and that will allow for you to be able to hear what's going on. Okay, so now you have your VR all set up. You want to make sure your camera is kind of in like a middle position. You don't want it too low, you don't want it too high either, so you know, just top of the unit will be fine, or on a stack of books, depending on what sort of, you know, setup you have. No one's judging you. Okay, so then the final steps are you turn your TV on first, obviously turn the PlayStation on. Okay, now you have PlayStation on, TV on, and you just use the little power button on here to turn it on, and it should make a beeping sound just like that. Okay, so you might need to update, which we did, so that's just why we cut scene then for a second. And then it'll go to this screen. Let's start setting up your PlayStation VR. Next. Gives you a little warning, read your warning. It also has these warnings in the instruction booklet. Now we have to move the camera so that we're in the center of it. So I'm happy with that position. Okay, so now we're just following what it says on the TV. So that is how you set up your VR. Yeah, so be sure to hit that subscribe button and press the little bell notification so that you get a notification every time I post a video. I also have a main channel which has a bit about my everyday life and things like that. If you want to go check it out, links in the description. I will see you guys next time on Harpo Games and Tech. Have a nerdy day.